There's different parameters that can go unnoticed and silent. And then we all know the history in our space of alarms either going off too often or not going off at all, or going off to the people that may not even be employed. So these alarm systems like XiltriX, not only do they censor important aspects of the lab, but they follow up the alarms. So when the alarms ring, they're on top of the alarms so that they can make sure that a human being is notified in the proper way so the alarm can be addressed. It's a little bit like a burglar alarm in a house, right? If the burglar alarm goes off every night, no one pays attention to it, it becomes useless. But if it goes off, it's important that people figure out why.
It used to be that, we had, very older system called like a sensophone, that whenever there was an alarm that was triggered in the lab, the sensophone would call us. But, the problem with that is we didn't really know, apart from it telling us what triggered, we didn't really know, kind of the state of that. It would say, the incubator 1 or something like that. But what I really like about systems like XiltriX is, they can also, check the temperature, check the CO2 levels, check the O2 levels, check all, the refrigerator temperature, check, the status, whether we've got electricity to the lab. And that they've got, a dashboard that you can log on to remotely, either through your phone or through your computer. And you can kind of see, the status of what's actually going on, with, in the laboratory. You need to really make sure that you've got a system that's redundant, that's got multiple levels of redundancy. So whether it's sending you a notification, a push notification, a text, an email, a phone call, and that it just, goes down the chain until somebody, answers and responds to that alarm. And I think that's really, that's really critical to make sure. And systems like that like XiltriX do have that redundancy built in, which is really, reassuring, for the lab, because the alarms always go off at about 2:00 in the morning. And if you just get a text message, you're not going to hear that. You're not going to answer it. So there's that really importance of having that redundancy and that ability to be able to log in, without having to drive 30 or 40 minutes. You can log in, you can see, what the problem is. And if it's a critical alarm, if you need to get up and go into the lab and address it, immediately.
If they don't have engineering backgrounds, I doubt many of them know the difference between sensophone and a solution as a service like XiltriX. How does it look like? How does the XiltriX dashboard look versus how things normally look? Why is that important?
I think it's one is obviously ease of use, but being able to the fact that it's got this remote monitoring, that I can know everything from from the VOCs in the air in my lab to what percent, CO2, to what my gas levels are. Do I have an entire critical, is my lab, out of power? Is it just my, my refrigerator, somebody left the door open? It can sense if somebody, didn't close the door properly on the incubator. They're really, game changing. And I think just an understanding, that these technologies exist, and, making sure that labs adopt, these technologies. They're very, very modifiable. You could, for how you do, for your workflow, can interface with a lot of different types of incubators. And I think they're really a game changer.
Overall, I think you need to sensor monitor your space so that either during the day or at night, if something's going awry, not only are you notified, but you're notified in a way that it's workable. XiltriX in particular has a 24-hour service. They don't just let an alarm go all night. They're fully focused on making sure that human embryologists, lab directors, are aware that there's an alarm going on. That's sort of imprinted in what I do.